Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Eric Dustos back again. This time not with CB Radio, just some other stuff that's sitting around here like a boat anchor. And this big old heavy amplifier. It's basically an audio amplifier. The Bogen name is very well known in the retail industries. A lot of amps. This is basically the Ron Popeil of amplifiers. And yeah, you basically just set it and forget it, and this thing will pretty much run forever. And I have a buddy of mine that gets these all the time. I sell off some of them when I get them. I don't even put it on the channel. Oh, it's a little dusty. Anyway, yeah, so I don't even put these on the channel. But yeah, this one here came to me from him. I always tell him, man, keep all the amps and all the stuff. He does a lot of construction, so he pulls all this stuff out, and pretty much all this goes in the trash when a new retail company comes in, because they're going to put in their own equipment, their own speakers, their own wiring, everything. So a lot of this equipment's not really bad, except he had this one, and it was sitting in his warehouse. He was like, hey man, I got one that was sent to me. I'm more than happy to get it out of my warehouse. I'll send it to you so I can deal with it. Great. But in any regard, I'm very happy to get these. And yeah, he said he got this for a job that he was going to do and replace this. And sometimes some of the construction is just refurb. And so he got this sent to him, but it didn't work. And he sent it to me because it didn't work. So, already not really happy with the sound going on. There's some rattling going on in here. But he said, yeah, this thing doesn't power up whatsoever. We're going to go ahead and do our due diligence. We're going to plug in our power cable here. We're going to turn this on. Yeah, we don't have power there. Now, I did notice on the back of this thing, this is actually a fused outlet. A lot of times in the old school days, they'd have a screw-on terminal, you know, right by the AC block. That, you know, would be a fused bus device come out of there. This doesn't have that. What this has is a little fused inlet here. So we're going to go ahead and pop the cover off of that real quick. As I search for my little tools. All right, we'll just grab anything here. So what we're going to do is pry this out. This has a fuse. So if you see this down below, it does have a little extra fuse chamber inside here. So instead of having the old school screw offs and spring loaded, it's actually built in the IEC3 jack. That's what they're called, IEC3. All right, there it is. So that's inside here, and that's what basically fuses it. So ingenious, really, because you can just pull this out, replace it, and I think we're gonna have to do that. Let's see. Oh boy. Well, that's good, which is also not good. It also actually has, cool enough, another chamber for replacement fuse built in. So this is the active fuse, but yeah, you can replace. That's cool. So I guess you just go ahead and just push out, and you can change out the fuse with the spare built in. Very cool. Very, very cool. Well, we don't seem to have an issue on that. How does this go in, Eric? Come on, buddy. There we go. We're back inside. Anyway, so this fuse didn't blow. I was hoping it would just be this. We'd have a simple little video. I can get back to doing other stuff. It's not that simple. But yeah, this is something I actually wanted. And reason being is I'm looking for a little audio amplifier for my shack, just to have background music. And it has bass and treble in the front, power. It actually is a mixer, and on top of everything else, it input 1, input 2, Of course, we'll go back to the back again real quick. And this is why I actually really want it. It has 8 ohm output, so I can just hook it up through my stereo that I have here and get my 8 ohm output out from my Optimus. Of course, it's mono. We also have 70 volt and 25 volt selectable as well. 4 ohm if we want it. 24 DC in. We don't need any of that stuff. We're just basically gonna run RCA into input 2, because this actually input 1 is a mic. Set up for phantom power, you can set it up for paging, you can do whatever you want with that. So we're not going to be able to use that, but we'll be able to use input 2, and I can also output that as well. But yeah, I just want the 8 ohms. And I told him, I was like, hey man, I just want something that's, you know, being able to adjust here, and bass and treble is a bonus. Usually those don't come on 70 volt amps, they just kind of muffled, playing that Michael McDonald music. Anyway, we're going to have to get inside this, so I'll be back in a second with some screws off. Oh, I always do this. I always say I'm going to do something, and then I pull something else. But yeah, this is the Bogen CC. This is the spec sheet on this. It's only a 40 watts. Difference between the other twos, it has some more inputs. But yeah, 40 watts. A little bit bigger of a stand right there. It has all the knobs right in the front as well, which is wonderful, except if you're dealing with retail or anyone that wants to adjust the knobs. You set the knobs and they just go whoop, let's go all the way up. Not good. I always hate that. But yeah, we have some cool stuff that you can do with that. It actually comes with some cool rack mount accessories you can do with that. It actually does have ears for a rack mount. But yeah, it's just a little baby 40 watt. I'll probably put them to my Optimus or my RCA speakers there. I think got them $3.99 a piece or $1.99. I forgot, but I gotta hook this up. But I gotta fix it first. We'll be back. Get these screws out. Finally back with the last screw. Goodness. This thing's built like a tank. Well, we need to get inside this thing, so let me prop the camera up better and we'll do that. So we got the cover screws off, and yeah, there's something shaking around inside here. I think something got damaged in shipping. Let's go ahead and find out together. Man, this is a beast. Most of that's the transistor. Or, I'm sorry, the transformer. That's it. Heat sink, you know. And the 70 volt side, too. Well, this is actually the power side. It's 70 volt side. Transformer. So, yeah, this is a heavy beast. So, we got to look on this components for some screwed up burn traces or something, right? Oh, what is that? What is... Oh. Okay. Well, we have a fuse that just shook out. It must be another one. It's actually good. Look at that. You can actually see that's good. We already had 2 fuses in there. Let's take a look. Side here. Fuse. No, that's all switching. Oh, right there. All right. Well, there's no fuse in there. So happens that fuse. Where did we put the fuse? Come on, Eric. Let's go here, buddy. We got the fuse right here. It's a surface mount, and a lot of times I've always been pissed. Yeah, it's the one that'll fit in there. See, it'll fit right in there. But what I'm always pissed about, I'll show you if I can get a light in there. It's right down in there. Fits right in on the board. What I'm always pissed about is when they say no user serviceable parts inside. That's bullshit. There is a lot of user serviceable parts inside. It's also kind of the start of the anti-repair movement. But yeah, let's see if this thing works real quick. Wouldn't that be cool? I didn't have to dig into this and figure it out. And then my buddy gave me actually something cool. Let's see. God. We got power, but that doesn't mean anything. We need to hook some stuff up. We need to put some power into this thing. We need to put some screws back into it because obviously, at the moment, we're in good shape on power side. So let's get all the screws back in. That took forever. I'm not going to have to go through that again. That screw process is terrible, but let me go ahead and do that. I'll be back. So let's hook something up to it. So I'm going to use my computer output, and I'm just going to put it into the output. Or don't do output. Goodness, everybody does that. No, input, please. Input, output, output. That's how we make babies. Anyway, so we have this set up, and I couldn't find my Optimus, but I'm going to hook it up to the 8 ohm and common here with my old and trusty. It always comes back to radios eventually. My good old Rode Pro. So yeah, this is an 8 ohm speaker. This here has a, what is it, 12 watts, something like that. 12 watt, 8 watts, 12 watts. Okay, good. 8 ohm, 12 watts. So we'll do what I used to do as a kid. Let's go ahead and take our common, which is always on the shield side. And we're going to use the alligator clips, the evil part of technology. Everyone's, hey, let's clip it. Well, sometimes you do need to do that. So we're on 8 ohms. So we're going to pump in a signal and see if it works. If my buddy just sent me this, because he said he throws so many of these in the trash every time he does cleanup construction. And basically you just go into a site and demo the whole thing. And a lot of times they have racks like this, switches, everything. He says, yeah, they usually go in the trash. Stuff like this. Well, it didn't work, so I guess it needs to go in the trash, right? Well, there is a fix component, and that's why I always love being able to fix stuff. So we at least have power on this thing now. Do we? Oh, I unplugged it, didn't I? Didn't I? No, I got power. Goodness, Eric, just wait a second, buddy. You'll get that. I got a little DX in the background. But yeah, we're just going to go ahead, play around, and yeah, let's get all this beautiful speaker work that I did right in view. Wonderful. Yeah, good old Rode Pro. Good to 12 watts on this one. And we're just terminals to the back and to my PC. Let's see if we get any audio. That'd be kind of cool. We would love that. So let's go ahead and do it. Oh, my jam. My jam is playing, man. A little bass in it. Ooh, it's thumping. This actually thumps. This actually has a little bit of boom, boom, boom to it. Wow. I'll do treble. Yeah, it's blowing out the sides here, man. Woo! Yeah, this is my jam. Well, yeah, it seems this thing works. This doesn't need to be that loud. Little Doogie Howser. But yeah, this thing hasn't blown that fuse because it wasn't in to begin with. Man, you want to talk about a free radio. Amplifier. I love stuff. This is why I love technology. This is the stuff I love about technology. Stuff you can bring back, dance with. Y'all enjoying it. Ooh, we changing. Yeah, I never played it that long. Wow. Anyway, yeah. I do appreciate y'all stopping by. Got this one ready to be able to just put on the bench here. I got a Sirius satellite radio that has a lifetime subscription, so this is what that's going to be used for. And I wanted front controls just so I can turn it off and stuff and adjust. And now we got bass and treble. We're jamming. Alright, we'll see you in the next one. Eric Tech Stuff coming at you on your ones and twos, baby.